I've been very busy up in the sky. I've been trying to hang out with the angels, but I see there's bad things going on in this country. My adopted country. I see there's bad people trying to take over things that I believe in, respect, deal. I am endorsing Donald Trump for president from up here, up there. I came down here away from heaven, where they do have many porta potties for all the people. Yeah, there's a lot of people up there. Man. We got like 1.2 billion people in heaven, and we got a lot of porta potties. Shit going on. I am endorsing Donald Trump because I believe he's a good deal maker. I've known a lot of good deal makers in my life. I know he's one. I dealt with his father when he's a young man. A good man, healthy man. He's a man. I like men. Kamala has no experience. That's the deal. You're dealing with bad people. Yeah, bad people you have to deal with. So I'm endorsing Donald for the presidency from up there. I've come down here from heaven to tell you I'm endorsing Donald. From here, now I'm going to go back up there. I'm going back up to the sky. Here I go, here I go. I think we just had a first. That was Marlon Brando as Vito Corleone endorsing Donald Trump from the grave. I like my mustache. What do you think? I might keep it. People can't tell it's not real anyway. Yeah, looks real to me. Looks real to me. Yeah. So Vito Corleone, Marlon Brando from the grave, from up in heaven. There, how he made it up there. That's why you never know who's going to make it to heaven. But good to know there's a lot of porta potties up there, so there's enough. I'm sure the lines are probably really bad. If you're like at a big concert, they have about 30 porta potties, and there's only about 30 porta potties, 10,000 people. In heaven, there's, like he said, there's like a billion. We have 1.2 billion people in heaven. You'd have to have at least, I'm going to say, like 1 million porta potties for all the people up there, unless they don't have to eat. What's the point of going to heaven if you can't eat? Like pepperoni pizza, roast beef sandwich with the good shredded lettuce. You get the good like the International Gourmet back in Marin, Carolina back in the day. You get that good roast beef sandwich with the roast beef they cook in there, house cooked roast beef, but then they put the lettuce through kind of like a shredder, like really fine, like stringy iceberg, with the mayonnaise and mustard have to be mixed on the same side. Not like that woman, it was Grace, I think it was back at the Cobb Valley Food Center. They would just she had no idea what a good roast beef sandwich was. It was just not a good idea. But yeah, if you're going to go to heaven, you have to have mocha chip, Java chip, espresso chip, coffee chip, kind of mocha type chip. And then you have the pepperoni pizza, like a really not like down here, like New York style. It's big, flat. The bottom's kind of burnt, that whole burnt crust taste thing. And actually, a really good slice. If you wanted to get a really good slice of pizza, it's probably about, I don't know how it is now. It'd probably be $10 for a slice. But North Beach, very good. Over by Kezar Stadium parking lot. You cross the street. It's a little, two people could fit in there. You get it to go. You got the slice. You got $10. But they have really good pizza. Cheese, the pepperoni. My God. So if I'm going to heaven, I'm getting the pepperoni pizza. I'm getting the mocha chip type coffee chip, whatever you want to call it. I'm getting the a really good calamari doré, a really good fettuccine pesto. How about that, Mr. Fung? Oh yeah, like the second day you refry it, right? Add some Parmesan in there to melt around in there, and how about a really good, just a Whopper? A Whopper. Everyone underrates the Whopper. My God. What else is up there in heaven? Up there in heaven, you got, well, it's not the heaven of the guys from the Islam. They would have their 40 virgins. So each guy would have to have about 4 or 5 porta-potties. So they're in trouble there, even though they're burning in hell. And so in hell, I'm just guessing there's just broccoli, spinach, Brussels sprouts, no porta-potties, no sunblock, just burning in hell and forever. So you could probably have s'mores. S'mores have to be cooked fast. Get the marshmallow in there. Boom, boom, boom. And no pencil thin mustaches in hell. You have to just do the whole long beard thing, but it just burns anyone in from the heat. So you just got this shriveled thing going on your face. No hair. The hair is going over here. Eyelids are gone. Eyelashes, eyebrows. Basically, in hell, I don't know what you're going to do. And I guess in hell, you could listen to Megadeth and, Slayer and all the fun stuff down there. I'll see you in hell, my friend. I'll see you in hell. I'll see you in hell. But in heaven, of course, you're up there. You have 1.2 billion really good people. I'm not sure how they do the seating. You get the seats. The seats have to be really good. Lean back. And if you lean back, the guy behind you has plenty of leg room. Because it's heaven. There's plenty of leg room. People leaning back. The aisles, if you have to get your, get up to go to the bathroom or get your Pepsi Cola at the show. They're showing Rosemary's Baby and Exorcist are the two. No, that was in hell. No, in heaven you have. I guess the two. The double bill would be Bananas by Woody Allen, and One for the Cuckoo's Nest. Every day, the rest of your life. That's good. One quest would have a good time up there, and then the late show is. The late show would be Fast Times at Ridgemont High and Rocky, the first movie. So you're up in heaven. You got good seats in the aisles. You have the top 1.2 billion people. So if the ones way back, 1.2 billion people, they'd be about 5,000 miles back, right? So they have to have a good sound system for the people way back there. Like Woodstock, there were 400,000 people. We're talking about 1.2 billion people in heaven, and I mean, God has a busy schedule, so how often you can get in to see him, I'm not sure. But you're up there hanging out. Jesus comes out, and Mary and everyone, Peter, and everything. It's all. Um, Hopefully, they don't just keep showing, like the Ten Commandments, the robe, the greatest story ever told, the Mel Brooks one, with Jim Caviezel. Um, occasionally it might show like Stakeout is always good with Richard Dreyfuss. Any Richard Dreyfuss movie is good in heaven. Stakeout, Jaws. Make sure that they don't. The people in purgatory have to watch Goodbye Girl and Close Encounters of the Third Kind and Mr. Holland's Opus or something like that. Like, God damn, Jesus Christ, what the hell is going on here? Other people in purgatory. You got to watch Space Camp and Congo and CNN, MSNBC, all that stuff. Morning Joe. Purgatory is probably worse than hell, I think. At least you retain your shin hair. Your shin hair is still there. So yeah, what Vito Corleone, Marlon Brando, was telling me about that 1.2 billion people that are in heaven. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's like it's got to be brutal for the cleanup after each day. That many people. I guess you go to heaven, and what you do is you don't have to poo anymore. You don't have the body. The body's gone. The body's gone. No people. No nothing. You just float around in bliss all day and listen to "Steal Away" by Robbie Dupree, and just kind of float. Why don't we steal away? Bum 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 bum. Why don't we steal away into the night? You know it ain't right. Into the night, baby. Or, some just rotating. It depends which person in heaven decides what set list for the day, right? So like one guy gets Michael McDonald songs, right? So he's like, Michael McDonald, all right, let's get down there. All Michael McDonald backing vocals. So that would be good. What's this? Taking it to the streets. The one good one. And I've got such a long way to go, such a long way. Ran to the border of Mexico, and I ride like the wind, ride like the wind. And I've got such a long way to go, such a long way. That's heaven. Oh my God. Sounds like hell to me. I think this is heaven. I've got heaven here. I've got the fake mustache. I mean, I've got the neck thing. No, that's not heaven, but who cares, right? I'm the only one seeing it. I got the neck thing. I've got comfortable clothing on. I've got the picture of Giovanelli behind me, right? My aspirations are all right there. What am I doing? I'm right there, right there. And it's a good temperature in here, about 73.4 degrees. I can live with that. Got the fan going. I got my dog buddy over there. And this is heaven. I don't have 1.2 billion other people with 30 million porta potties waiting for the matinee, defending her life. Albert Brooks, Oh God, starring John Denver and George Burns. That's one of God's favorites. God has, God doesn't really have a great taste in what he likes to listen to is ABBA, actually. So mainly it's an ABBA soundtrack that God likes. And you might want to know what God. So I heard through the grapevine from Marlon Brando / Vito Corleone. God looks a little bit like who is it? Richard Belzer. So Richard Belzer. Wouldn't think that he'd look like that, but yeah, he's God's a Jewish man, a Jewish God, a Jewish deity. He's up there. He looks like Richard Belzer, but he doesn't need glasses. He doesn't need glasses. It's funny to see certain movie stars up there that famous people like Ben Franklin isn't wearing bifocals up there, but he still has the really bad hair thing going on, and he's still playing his little glass thing going on, but it's on mute for the rest of us. And Manson's in hell, so don't have to worry about Manson. He's down there just roasting his marshmallows with the s'mores and stuff. And I mean, I don't know. What are you gonna do? It's just I'm just going by the words of the wonderful. You tell me why I should trust you. Why should I trust you? I don't trust me. I don't trust myself. I love to see. I thought Talia Shire was very underrated and Rocky. Didn't think much of her in The Godfather, but then working at Pet Shop and Rocky won. Talia did a great job. I thought that the bookie guy that like Rocky was good. He was good. He had a mustache kind of like mine. Paulie, I love Paulie. I love the hitting the sides of beef. The sides of beef. That's good. I like that. The black lady that was interviewing them, and that was very strong. Very strong. She's a strong woman. She's strong. The bald guy that was the trainer for Apollo Creed, love him. He made it into the next 7 movies. What if we had different actors? They said, well, Sylvester, you can't be in the movie because you're not established. How about Clint Eastwood in there? Clint Eastwood in there, I don't know. He'd have too much reach against Creed. What about De Niro? Forget about it. Pesci. Pesci could have been the Italian stallion. The paper mate in his hand. Paper mate. Let's see. Here's Pesci. Let's see. Pesci. Pesci going in on the giant sides of beef. He just paper mate. You see that? I'm jabbing you. Get the fuck out of here. This was supposed to be a 2-minute thing, but I just stretched it because I wanted to describe heaven. And heaven is this fake mustache. I'm probably going to keep it. I don't even have to get it tattooed. People get tattoos. I don't understand the tattoo thing. The tattoo mentality happened for people like born after about 1977 or so. Like I said, anyone under 50, we're getting close now because it's really people like under 52, let's say. But we'll stretch it to let the people at 50 be part of our crew, which they're not. It's really only anyone over 54, right? But we'll let the 50-year-olds come in because they're getting old, right? So the people born from 1974, let them in, right? You can come in, keep out the tattoos, the whole tattoo thing, and all these people in their 40s and 50s. You get these like normal women, you see, normal-looking women. They have the tattoo thing. They don't know any better. They got a tattoo. What the fuck? It's a tattoo. My fucking God. I could write a tattoo on my hand right now, or I could do it right now. But I could erase it tomorrow. I don't need a fucking tattoo. What the fuck is wrong with those young people? So yeah, basically anyone under 50, really 50, let's say 50, 52, that's still stretching it. Somewhere there, 52, 50, that's kind of the end of the whole thing. Everyone under that age missed out on everything that's ever happened in the history of mankind. So it's done. It's over. You think you know, but you don't know. You think you know, but you'll never know. Playoffs, you think you know, but and you're a bunch of atheists, so you're going to burn in hell anyhow. I'm just kidding. I'm an atheist, but that's what Archie Bunker said to Meathead. You're all a bunch of atheists that are going to burn in hell anyhow. All right, that's it. Go to hell. I'm going to hell. I can't wait to have some s'mores. Hang out with Anthony Fauci and Manson. And I'm going to dunk on Manson, right? I'm going to post him up and just score like 60 points a game. Who else is there? Dahmer. Fuck Dahmer. They put him in the pit. He's burnt to a crisp. He's producing the heat, which we get our s'mores from. So here we go.